Excellencies, President Nana Akufo-Addo, Excellency President Ali of Guyana, Professor Uger, CEO of BioNTech, Excellency Chairperson Musa Faki, World Health Organization Director General Tedros, Minister Aissata Tall Sall of Senegal, special guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thank you, Professor Shaheen, for your presentation and above all for BioNTech's commitment to Africa and to Rwanda. I also want to thank Dr. Özlem Türeci and the entire board and staff of BioNTech, as well as the KENAP Foundation. This groundbreaking is really a historic milestone towards vaccine equity. Rwanda intends to build on this investment by putting in place the conditions to attract other manufacturers and innovators. Rwanda fully supports BioNTech's commitment to power this factory entirely with green energy, and we will work together closely to achieve that. The land we are standing on is dedicated to biopharma manufacturing. Rwanda is working with the International Finance Corporation and other partners such as the European Investment Bank to put in place a comprehensive strategy for this sector. Maktar Diop, thank you so much for being here today, and thank you for the exceptional support we have been receiving from your team. Vaccine manufacturing requires advanced regulatory capability as well as a highly skilled human capital. I'm happy to announce that Cabinet has approved the establishment of the African Biomanufacturing Institute, which will provide training and qualification for this industry. Working together with existing universities and training providers, as well as private sector partners like BioNTech, this innovative institution will provide a solution for workforce development from short courses through to graduate degrees. I'm pleased that yesterday, the Rwanda Food and Drug Authority, FDA, signed a twinning agreement with the European Union. We thank you. Through a consortium led by France, Germany, and Belgium, our regulatory capacity will gain expertise and support from these partner agencies. This is just the latest backing that we have received from Team Europe, which has been a strong backer of this effort from the beginning. We also greatly appreciate the technical support that Rwanda FDA has received from the World Health Organization as we advance to maturity level 3 status. We're also working to link Africa's regulators together, a vision that has been championed by the African Union or rather the African Union Development Agency, NEPAD, for more than a decade. I am happy to see that the new CEO of Auda NEPAD, Nedos Bekele Thomas, has joined us today. Tomorrow, Rwanda FDA and Ghana FDA will sign a memorandum of understanding. Ghana's regulator is one of the most advanced in Africa. Ghana is indeed a critical partner in this Pan-African effort. I express my sincere thanks and appreciation to His Excellency President Nana Akufo-Addo. Thank you for being here with us as well. For the strong partnership we are forging. We expect that this facility will work closely with a plant being established in Ghana to ensure a complete end-to-end production chain in Africa under the close supervision of both our regulators. Allow me to close by emphasizing the wider African context. The ceremony is a result of the African Union's decision last year to take action on vaccine inequality. Chairperson of the African Union Commission, I thank you for your tireless effort to make this happen. This facility is one of 3 identical sites planned by BioNTech in line with the strategy, including Senegal and South Africa. So really a big thank you to everyone who has played a critical role in getting us to this point. This is just the start, but a big start. Professor Ugur, rest assured that you can count on Rwanda as a reliable partner, and we look forward to many years of productive collaborations. Thank you.
Dear President Kagame, Excellencies, distinguished guests, and friends and colleagues. Thank you for being here with us today. Speaking on behalf of the BioNTech team, we feel really blessed and honored to be able to be here today with you and to do all this together. Our response to the COVID-19 pandemic has introduced mRNA technology as a novel drug platform. It has a transformative potential. It provides the opportunity to rethink global access to innovation and create equitable access to new medicines. At BioNTech, we are committed to bringing our innovations to those who need them, and we partner to improve healthcare. We do this as we are aware that this is a huge challenge, cannot be addressed by any single party. Our strategy for Africa is a prime example of creating equitable access to life-saving medicines. BioNTech is researching and developing vaccines and medicines to prevent malaria, tuberculosis, and HIV. These diseases are major causes of mortality on the African continent. We have partnered with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to develop tuberculosis and HIV vaccines, and we are developing malaria vaccines. All our vaccines candidates are based on mRNA. We want to enter first clinical trials of our malaria vaccine and TB vaccine end of this year and beginning next year. It is clear that this Thank you. It is clear to us that this potential future vaccines, among other life-saving medicines, must be produced in Africa for Africa. This is the basic idea behind our first African mRNA vaccine factory. Today, groundbreaking therefore marks the next logical step in this transformation. With our planned facilities, we will work together with locals to establish the technology and know-how on the African continent. By the end of this year, we plan to have set up the first state-of-the-art mRNA vaccine factory for the production of our vaccines. It will be equipped with our BioNTechers. We assume to start manufacturing in about 18 months from now. That means 12 months after installation. This is a process that is much faster than using usual technology. The manufacturing in these facilities will not be limited to vaccines preventing infectious diseases. Our roots are in immuno-oncology, and we expect to bring several new cancer treatments to market in the coming years. Our African factories will be fully digitalized and flexible to manufacture these new therapeutic modalities. Our intention is to make new classes of drugs available to patients in the sub-Saharan Africa when they will be entering the markets in Europe and in the United States.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Rwanda, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Guyana, Chairperson of the African Union Commission, Director General of the World Health Organization, Minister for Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Senegal, Vice President of the European Investment Bank, the founder and CEO of BioNTech SE, the head of Kenab Foundation, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. When we met in Marburg in Germany some 4 months ago, there were some who secretly doubted our resolve to bring this all-important project, which will boost Africa's capacity to be self-reliant in the production of vaccines, to fruition. I'm happy we have, with today's event, been able to confound these doubting Thomases. I'm grateful to my senior and good friend, the redoubtable President of the Republic of Rwanda, His Excellency Paul Kagame, for inviting me to participate in this great groundbreaking ceremony and to signal to the rest of the world the commencement of this end-to-end vaccine manufacturing facility involving Rwanda, Senegal, and my own country of Ghana. Financing for the entity is being provided by a consortium of financial institutions led by the International Finance Corporation, of which the European Investment Bank is an important member. Their support is a welcome expression of confidence in the viability of the project. Ladies and gentlemen, the import of this Pan-African project is that we have to work together. That is why tomorrow, on the 24th of June, the ties of cooperation that exist between the Food and Drugs Authorities of Ghana and Rwanda will be deepened even further with the signing of a new Memorandum of Understanding. Through this, FDA Ghana, which achieved WHO Global Benchmarking Maturity Level 3 in 2020 and is working hard to achieve Maturity Level 4 by the end of this year, will assist FDA Rwanda to attain WHO Maturity Level 3 as soon as possible. Both agencies will collaborate further in vaccine drug product manufacturing, fill, finish, and lot release in their respective countries. Again, collaboration between our two countries resulted recently in a team from Rwanda visiting research institutions in Ghana with the aim of strengthening institutional development and partnership towards vaccine discovery and advancement.
Monsieur le Président Paul Kagame, je voudrais avec beaucoup de plaisir vous transmettre ce matin les salutations, mais surtout les félicitations du président Macky Sall, du gouvernement sénégalais et du peuple sénégalais pour cette formidable matinée que vous êtes en train de poser ici, à Kigali, au nom de toute l'Afrique, mais au nom de toute l'humanité. Ce que nous sommes en train de faire ce matin, ce n'est pas de la médecine, ce n'est pas de la recherche. Ce que nous sommes en train de faire, c'est de nous consacrer à la finalité de toute action politique, c'est-à-dire de satisfaire les besoins essentiels de l'homme. Et voilà que, il y a quelques mois, à Marbourg, j'étais avec vous, Monsieur le Président, avec Monsieur le Président Nana Akufo-Addo, que je voudrais saluer respectueusement, avec le Président Macky Sall, autour du professeur Shahin, également de Holm. Et nous avions vu alors un BioNTech. Nous avions vu un BioNTech et nous nous sommes dit, qu'est-ce qu'il est facile à transporter? Il suffit de le prendre, de le mettre en Afrique et de fabriquer les vaccins. Mais le plus difficile, Monsieur le Président, c'était de prendre la volonté, l'engagement et le courage politique de dire que pour une fois, l'Afrique, dans le standard du monde, va fabriquer ses vaccins sur son territoire. Et cette décision, vous l'avez prise très tôt, vous, Paul Kagame. Macky Sall l'a prise très tôt au Sénégal. Nana Akufo-Addo l'a prise très tôt pour le Ghana. Et le président Cyril Ramaphosa pour l'Afrique du Sud.
President Kagame, honorable heads of state and government, honorable ministers, excellencies, dear Professor Shahin, ladies and gentlemen, I received my first vaccination at an age that I can no longer remember. I was probably just a few weeks old. Further vaccinations followed at an age when I was aware that a shot hurt a little bit, but I did not understand what a blessing these shots were until later. The COVID-19 pandemic has reminded us very clearly what this blessing is, namely that vaccines can make the difference between life and death. Today, an essential foundation is being laid for more people to benefit from this blessing of vaccines in the future. And if BioNTech's projects are realized, Africa's supply of urgently needed vaccines will improve significantly. Vaccines against COVID-19, but ultimately also against malaria, against tuberculosis, against HIV. Today, an essential foundation is also being laid for Africa to be better prepared for the next virus pandemic. As COVID-19 has shown, the equitable distribution of vaccines worldwide is a major challenge. Therefore, progress towards an equitable world is the motto under which we, as the German G7 presidency, are currently campaigning for global access to vaccines.
Dear President Kagame, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, I'm delighted to have the chance to address you today on this very special occasion. Earlier this year, we launched the Vaccine Equity for Africa project at the BioNTech headquarters in Germany. And today, just 4 months later, we're jointly laying the foundations for the first mRNA vaccine production facility in Africa, here in Kigali. We are turning a simple but groundbreaking idea into reality in record time. Our partnership will bring vaccine manufacturing in Africa to the next level. This would not be possible without our mutual dedication, cooperation, and vision. The Vaccine Equity for Africa project is part of a larger African ambition. By 2040, the African Union wants that 60% of the vaccines used on the continent are manufactured on the continent. And the European Union fully supports this plan. The common aim is to build a pan-African value chain for vaccines and other pharmaceuticals. Here in Rwanda, but also in Senegal, in South Africa and in Ghana, all champions of innovation on the continent.
Kigali this very beautiful city, very clean, green city, is also a bilingual city. But these days, Kigali is Commonwealth capital. So I will make an effort to speak in English. Excellency President Paul Kagame, President of the Republic of Rwanda, Excellency President Nana Akufo-Addo, President of Republic of Ghana, Minister Aissata Tall Sall, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Senegal, Dr. Tedros Adhanom, Director General of WHO, Professor Shahin, CEO of BioNTech, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. Today marks a new vital milestone on our common journey to make vaccine manufacturing on the continent a reality. The fact this is happening in Kigali is no surprise. The city has been the birthplace of many innovative Pan-African initiatives. This is but one. Thank you, President Kagame. The Partnership for African Vaccine Manufacturing, launched by the African Union in 2021, set Africa on a course to end our continent's dependence on imported vaccines. This was done not only in the urgent context of the COVID-19 pandemic, where Africa was once again last in line, but also alongside the establishment of key continental initiatives and institutions in the recent year. AFCFTA, Africa CDC, and the new African Medicine Agency, AMA. Here, I wish to recognize the leadership and support of my brother, Dr. Tedros. Thank you, Tedros.
Your Excellency President Kagame, Excellency President Akufo-Addo, and Excellency President Irfan Ali, AU, my brother, the Excellency AU Chairperson Faki Mohammed, and Excellency Minister Sall, and my friend Professor Shahin, and I have many friends here, Mokhtar Diop, Nardos, Sanait, and Kaberuka, Excellencies, distinguished guests, dear colleagues and friends. It's an honor to join you today for the establishment of this new manufacturing facility in our continent. I want to congratulate Professor Shahin for the achievement of not only developing a highly effective mRNA vaccine to tackle COVID-19, but for also working to boost manufacturing in Rwanda and in the whole continent, which will help serve the continent to address the challenge of equity, which we have witnessed during this pandemic. And I also thank His Excellency President Kagame for his leadership and for making it happen. And I wish BioNTech and the government of Rwanda every success in their endeavor, and you have WHO's full support. The world can be proud of many scientific advancements for COVID-19 testing, treatments, and vaccines. However, in the end, science is only a tool, and it's only as good as the hands that use it. The pandemic has exposed huge inequalities across and within countries, which means that 2 years on, the world continues to struggle to bring it under control. We talk a lot about nobody being left behind. Well, in fact, that's just what happened, as many of previous speakers have said, and as many low and middle income countries, particularly in Africa, have been the last to receive COVID-19
vaccines. Today, high-income countries have received an average of 2 doses per person, but low-income countries are only getting about 2 doses for every 10 people. We cannot live in a world where somebody's income means their life has 1/10 of the value of somebody who is richer. That's why today's groundbreaking for this new manufacturing facility is so important. The best way to deal with inequity is to put the tools in the hands of those who need them the most. I'm grateful to the countries and multilateral organizations that have supported this effort, especially the African Union and the European Union. I'm grateful to BioNTech for its vision to build this facility in Rwanda. WHO and its partners have been seeking to expand the capacity of low and middle-income countries to provide COVID-19 vaccines and scale up manufacturing. This is critical both for bringing the pandemic under control, for preparing for and mitigating future outbreaks, and for addressing other public health threats. Collaborative work to accelerate the building of capacity in the continent is critical to tackling future epidemics and pandemics. Last year, WHO and our partners established the first technology transfer hub in South Africa for mRNA vaccine technology. This initiative will initially prioritize mRNA vaccine technology, but in the future could expand to other technologies to enable production of other vaccines and biotherapeutics. WHO is committed with you and our partners internationally and in Africa to build the continent's capacities and strengthen its self-reliance and resilience. WHO will continue to support every effort to expand access to safe and effective vaccines and medicines globally, to bring the pandemic under control and drive a truly inclusive and sustainable recovery. And we will focus on the following 3 areas. 1, maturity level of regulatory bodies, as has been indicated by both President Kagame and President Akufo-Addo. We will continue to support you because it's the national capacity which is going to be important at the end of the day, the regulatory. Second, strengthening AMA. We will continue to support AMA both technically and financially and in speeding up its establishment. And third, Rwanda, Ghana, and Senegal are working collaboratively, and we will make sure that the mRNA in South Africa also supports this effort, and all this connected brings the continental production capacity to the highest level possible. So this will be the focus, and we will continue to support you. You have WHO's full support, because this is a strategic solution to the serious problem that we have faced during this pandemic, and we're in it, and you have our full support. So thank you so much again, President Kagame, for your leadership, and also to Professor Shahin, and for inviting me to join you today. Such a great honor. Thank you.